Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Carmen Bryan. Welcome back to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for all of you who send comments and questions. And so today I wanted to start off with narcissist versus predator. Remember, I was telling you guys I was going to come and do an analogy and kind of side-by-side comparison. And so, of course, I went through and over the holidays, over the Thanksgiving holiday, I went and started watching the Predator series. And so, of course, I like Predator. I like the movie Predator. And so you notice that probably around 2018 or earlier than that, 20th Century Fox, I think, is non-existent anymore. So another company took over. So the newer Predator, you'll find that with Adrian Brody. I think this is his name, Adrian Brody, in Predators. But I'm going to just kind of go from the beginning to the end, to that one. And so I'm going to kind of intermix some information in there in order to give you a picture of a narcissist. And before I do that, let me explain this. And so men and women are very different. You have male narcissists, you have female narcissists. But let's just talk about men and women in general. And we're not going to say this is all men and all women. Just a general kind of synopsis of men and women in general. A man is usually left-brained. They're concrete thinkers. Women are usually left-brained. The more imaginative, the more nurturing, the fluffy clouds and what is it? Unicorns, but we're more creative and sensitive and touchy-feely. Not all of us, but that's more the creative side. The men are more concrete. And so, and as my mentor teaches all the time, same thing that you'll find a lot of people teach is that, when a woman tries to get a man or wants to hold on to a man, they'll give sex in order to get commitment. So they give up sex and cooking and playing house, in order to get the man. So in their mind, to give sex in hopes of getting a relationship or getting a commitment. Men, on the other hand, are speakers, and they promise commitment and relationship for sex. Two different ways of thinking. So just also know this too, that the power of sex is in the woman, but the power of choice is in the man. Kings, you have the power of choice. So those of you who assume that I chose my husband and I chose this man, there are different circumstances, and yes, it's not all everybody. So just make sure you understand it's not everybody, but but when you think that you chose that man, it's not that you chose that man. That man chose to be with you or marry you. Even if you pressured him and he really didn't want to be there, he still made the choice to marry you. Some of you have been in a relationship with people, including the narcissist, where you've been 10, 20, 30 years and they live with you, you play house, got kids and everything, but they've never married you and have even convinced you as to why you shouldn't be married. It's just a piece of paper. We have a commitment. Why mess up something good? Marriage messes up things, and you believe it, and you kind of repeat everything that this narcissist says. So having said that, let's talk about the Predator. And I'm not going to go all into the movie. I'm just going to give you tidbits just to make this video and then move on to another video to talk about other tidbits about the Predator. So the Predator, if you guys remember, was a hunter, obviously from another dimension, which some of you guys said, I think this narcissist is from another dimension, but another place, but they were hunters. And these were hunters that existed long time and came on the earth to collect trophies. They collect trophies, and the most trophies that they had, the one that had the most trophies was the one that was the most powerful hunter, was the most famed hunter in the land of predators. So if you looked at a couple of the movies, you looked at someone went into the spaceship or into the ship that they were in, and you saw the skull of the alien, so that's how, once you got the Predator versus Alien, you saw the skull of the alien, the old weapon from the 1917s or 1817s or something like that. But you see all these artifacts, all these trophies that this Predator has collected. Well, the narcissist is very much like that. The narcissist, hunts, men are normally hunters anyway. And that's why I tell you, ladies, don't take the growl or the row, don't take the hunt away from the lion. The men like to hunt, and if you're too easy prey, lions don't like, they like the fresh kill. They like the fresh meat. They don't, they look at those poor lions inside the zoo that they hand fed, versus the lions that are out hunting. They have hunter instincts. Don't take that away from men. However, when you're dealing with a narcissist in general, male and female alike, they're hunters because they're predators. And what they do is they look for trophies. Trophies are if you look at the life of a narcissist and the people that they have come in contact with, you have a trail of broken hearts, broken minds, broken families, broken children, broken dreams, They're hunters. And the more that they hunt, the more they fill themselves up with this ego boost. This is their supply. This is the fuel, not the supply, but the fuel that they need to make them feel empowered, because to them it's a power and control game. And the more people that they learn from, or the more people that they go to, the more they fill up and feel empowered, because they're hunters and they're collecting trophies. Now, when I say trophies, Miss Tess, I'm giving a shout out to Miss Tess, because she wrote something in when she wrote something on YouTube, which I think was a perfect depiction of a narcissist. And what she said was, I think you were trying to say the pixels to the picture. If you get up close to like a television, you look close, pickles, not pickles, but pixels create the picture. So it's pixels of different colors that create the picture that you're looking at. And then you have some artists that takes pictures and create a picture. So the closer you get to the picture, some of you guys have seen the artist, the closer you get to the picture and look at the picture of the person, you'll see little pictures that created the big picture. Well, that's a narcissist. The more you get to know and the more you kind of dissect them and pay attention to them, you'll notice that there are pixels of people that have created the picture, the facade of this narcissist. They're hunters, they're predators, and they have no problem with leaving a trail of broken hearts and broken people. When they have a primary supply, that primary supply is like when you used to play tag, you have to run back to home base. They're the home base. They're the fueling station. And the longer that primary supply has been in their life, the more damaged that primary supply is. That is the most abused, neglected, rejected, mishandled person. And they hold on to hope. They have hope because they're always looking for the first thing that they met when they met that predator. But that's like running the home base. They have all these other supplies, and if these supplies don't work, they're confident to run back to home base, to refuel, to go back out to do the hunt. Hunters have to go refuel. Hunters have to go get their spears and some more rounds or what do we call them? In the military, we call them rounds. In the civilian sector, we call bullets. They have to go back and get some more bullets. They have to refresh. They have to get some waters, get some rest, get some waters, get some water, and get some rest to go back out and start to hunt again. They're always hunting. Some of you guys don't even know that the predator that you've been with, the narcissist that you've been with, is a hunter, and they're out hunting other people. Now, true enough, for some, as you guys know, not all narcissists cheat. You'd be surprised though, how many do, but not all narcissists cheat, but they're all psychologically abusive. So even though we would consider a malignant narcissist, you would think of a malignant narcissist as one that also has antisocial personality disorder, which is formerly known as psychopath, sociopath. All narcissists are malignant in their behavior and in their thought process. So you will be emotionally, psychologically abused along with your children. They don't have the ability to love and attach to people. Everybody is looked at as a source of supply. You feed them. They are feeding. They're having a feeding fest. And that's what they do. They feed in order to function. That is a necessity. If you starve them of supply, they would literally go crazy, lose their minds. Some of them become suicidal. And you have to remember, when they threaten suicide, that's just another form of power and control, to force your emotions and to force you to do what they want you to do. And what they want you to do is come home, call them, come check on them, stop being angry at me. I mean, they go to the extremes, try to commit suicide or threaten to commit suicide. And some of them do it with the thought that once I do it, I can cause the most injury. That's how selfish they are, grandiose they are. That's how selfish they are. But remember, you're dealing with a predator. And so I just wanted to bring that out from the movie just to start, so we can start talking about it. And there's other things that I might bring up later on. But they're predators. They're hunters. They look for trophy. Their trophies are a trail of broken hearts, broken minds, broken families, broken people. It makes them feel empowered. There are those of us that feel but a lot of us who are in the helping field to help people, our prized possession is seeing people live life, come out from the ruins, grow, be great, begin to develop, learn from the pain, help other people. For us, That's a trophy to us. We don't need a thank you. A lot of times we don't, a lot of times most helpers don't get a thank you, but we don't need a thank you. We watch you to see how you develop, how you grow, how you begin to heal, how you've recovered from this. That's our trophy. Now flip that around. Their trophies are how many people I can damage and ruin. How many people can I damage and ruin? How many lives can I tear up? And it's the fact that they are empowered with your tears. You cry, you scream, you beg. The more that they torment you and the more you scream out in pain and hurt, and those that are physically being hurt, the more they're empowered because I'm doing that. I have the capacity to do that. I can make you scream and cry, and I can flip the script and turn that off, and then you love me again, and I can make you smile and laugh, and so it's a game to them. It's like how little kids flip the switch on and off to play with the lights. They just want to see, and you're like, stop it, and they turn the lights on and off. That's how a narcissist, I can turn you on, I can turn you off, I can turn you on, I can turn you off. And when they begin to lose that power, where the switch doesn't work for you anymore, and now you have discovered what they are, they become enraged, and some of them become very dangerous. Because how dare you take away what I have created? How dare you take that away and shut down? And then they're trying to figure out, and they'll do whatever they can to torment you. Some of you guys, they've left and started new families, but they want to make sure they torment you by showing you the new family. They're showing you all the things they want you to see, but they're not going to show you what's going on behind closed doors, just like a lot of you did. And so the more that they can torment you, but they don't realize that they can try to torment you as long as you want to, but there comes a time and place where you get to a place of recovery where that doesn't bother you anymore. And it does take time to recover, but there comes a time and place where it doesn't bother you anymore. So it's almost like futile to them. They keep doing it, but they can't get a reaction from you. And that's when you know that you begin healing. But it's a process. So don't rush it. It's a process. Learn from that process. You'll be surprised at what treasures inside of you. Sometimes you have to find the right destiny helpers. Sometimes you have to find the right key holders to open you up and break you out and open up those treasures. And those treasures, not just there for yourself, those treasures are there because other people need to glean from the treasures that are inside of you. And a lot of that comes from pain and hurt, but you can make something beautiful out of that. So thank you once again for listening. Thank you guys so much. I was having a problem yesterday with uploading and downloading my videos. So I'm in the process of ordering another telephone, another device, because I'm having some problems with uploading and downloading videos. So I apologize. But thank you guys so much. So you guys will get 2 videos today. So whichever one uploads first, that's the video you guys are going to get. So we're going to get you guys are going to get 2 videos today. So that's the makeup from yesterday because I couldn't get it uploaded onto into the system. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'm Dr. Carmen Bryant. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. And then you can find me on other platforms such as Facebook, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, Psychological Health Consultants and Services. Is a mouthful. Sounds like I was talking in tongues. I know. You can find me on Periscope, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me on Podbean. Podbean is my main platform for my podcasting, but I'm also on Spotify. I'm on Google Play. I'm on iHeartRadio. There's some other ones I'm on. I have to go look. I have to post it so you guys know where I'm at. But I do podcasts for those of you that are not able to watch the videos, like when you're driving, you just want to hear it, or when you're walking or doing whatever, you stick it in your ears. And there's some of you guys like to see me bob my head in the camera. So that's cool, but I appreciate all the support. Make sure you check out my mentor's YouTube channel. It is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Make sure you go watch her videos. She provides you with information concerning narcissism, narcissists, and empaths from a biblical and a spiritual perspective. She's the presiding prelate of Intuitive Chambers Global Ministries. For those of you that are right now at home and you may be looking for a church home or church support at this particular, or some extra support, you have a church, you want some extra support, you can find her on Facebook as well under Intuitive Chambers Ministries. You can find her there if you guys like to join us on Thursdays and Sundays. And then she does come through the week and she provides, encouragement. But she also has her YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is focused on narcissist abuse and narcissism and what you're going through and helping you to recover. So if you listen to both of us back and forth, I guarantee you, give us 6 months in your life and your mindset will start to change. And we're here to support you. I thank you so much. Make sure you check out my big sister's Periscope page as well. And has a book called Destiny Man, The Qualities to Look For. So those of you that believe that that man doesn't exist or that woman doesn't exist, go buy her book, Destiny Helper, The Qualities to Look For. Look on Amazon, and it's Kathy Gibson. Go check out her book. My book is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. You'll find it under Amazon and Barnes & Noble as well. She's getting ready to come out with a new book. I'm working on mine, and Apostle Helen Sadler is coming out with a book. So you guys stay tuned, and we're going to help you get through this. Thank you so much for joining me. Those of you that are looking for coaching, all the information is right under my video, Dr. Carmen Bryan at Outlook.com. Email me. I'll provide you with some rates that I charge. I'm discounting. Right now, it's discounted. You better jump on it while you can, because once I get this other website out, I'm going back to my regular prices. So I've been like this probably like a year. So, giving out discounts so you guys can get used to me, talk to me and see if I am what you need in your life at this particular time. For counseling, I can only provide counseling in the state of Washington. But if you're outside the state of Washington, I can provide you with coaching. Go check out betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. They offer counseling, licensed counseling within your region, and you'll get a 10% discount by using my link. It is a vetted source. I really like this. I have heard some good reviews from a lot of people, and check it out. You do get a discount there. Some of you need counseling before you need coaching, but I thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and go be great.